Good evening and welcome back to The Return of the Nine. My name is Lawrence and I am playing Orion, a human pugilist who specializes in the sweet science. Also joining us tonight is Carolyn.
Hi, I'm Carolyn and I am playing Rigali, the human glamour bard.
Also joining us tonight is Hobie.
Hi, I'll be playing Frederick, the half-elf, Explained Warlock.
And the last member of our party is Tom.
Hello, I'm Thomas. As always, playing Ember, the full-bog Circle of Wildfire Druid.
And organizing tonight's adventure, as always, is our Dungeon Master, Dennis.
Adventure? Yes.
Our struggle to
Oh,
live.
you mean slaughter?
For those of you who have been following along, our party has found its way into an old observatory, tracking down the mysteries that we've been tracking down and whatnot. And much to our horror and disgust, we stumbled upon a large feast where everyone at the feasting table was a corpse, and all of the food on platters on the table was rotten food, although it looked to be fresh food. Although when a magical glamour was taken away, it turned out to be rotting food and rotting flesh. Just a general disgusting scene for our characters to have stumbled across. In another room, we found various tools to look and record the stars, and surprisingly enough, 3 kittens came out of a bag, and our resident bard Rigali has taken ownership of said kittens. We are about to embark up the stairs into the observatory tower proper, and with that, I will turn it over to Dennis.
Were you?
I believe so.
There's a silver set. All of the undead creatures sitting around the table, if you wanted to. I mean, you don't have to go upstairs right away.
This is silver.
That sounds like a dare.
Yeah. Does the silver set look like it might be valuable?
Well, yeah, it's silver. Who doesn't want to eat off silver?
Werewolves.
Oh, that's true. You got me there.
People who are aware that the silver was containing rotten food.
There's no food on this back credenza. Oh, should I share?
Sure.
Yes, please.
I should probably share.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought I was still in the other room with the kittens.
That's fine. You can be there. I just didn't know where you were.
I would also like to be near the kittens. Yes.
And not to be picky, but Frederick and I can't be closer than 10 feet apart.
I still want to be in the room.
Oh my!
Hey, Frederick, should we pick up some of this nice silverware? I mean, it does look like it could be worth some money.
I mean, I don't really mind if you do that. I'm more concerned with the company that we are keeping right now.
Yeah.
This chair is empty, by the way.
Care to take a seat?
No.
I wouldn't.
I'll grab a few forks and knives. Stuff
There's
them in
a-
my pockets.
There's enough service here for 10. I'm sorry, 9. The 10th service is actually set at the empty chair.
Does it? I don't think that'd be any way for me to tell. It doesn't look like somebody's been sitting in it recently.
I don't know how you would know that, except if I were to tell you that the service has been recently cleaned.
Like, is the seat warm to the touch, indicating somebody's butt just got off?
No, nothing like that.
The other seats are
Depending
also
on
not
papers.
warm to the touch,
Yeah.
even though they're still occupied.
That's true.
It's true. I don't know. I'm rather disgusted by the whole scene. Other than other than when I move close to the food and that 10-foot anti-magic field around me knocks out the glamour, is there anything else in the room that kind of goes hinky when I walk around?
Nope, just that.
I don't know.
Well, Ryan, I'll tell you what. I'm kind of wanting to go around and just finish off all these undead individuals.
What do you mean by finish them off?
Decapitate them.
Oh, so they can't. Okay.
But if we go up them stairs over there and we haven't dealt with them, I don't want them coming up behind us or anything like that.
Fair enough. If we decapitate them or if we have Ember burn them, either one work for you? Or do we do both?
I was going to say, I don't see why we don't just do both.
Okay. I don't know if we want to light them on fire in the observatory. Let's decapitate them, drag them outside, and then we can burn them on the way out. Because I don't want to necessarily set a big bonfire and then maybe Schmenk or somebody from town see the bonfire and go, oh, wait, there's a fire at the observatory.
Fair enough. But honestly, if this place is like some kind of lair for necromancer, I don't see why we don't just burn it down anyway.
If it is, we'll get there. But let's do the burning after we've done any killing that might be necessary and not have backup come in place. So I'll call down the hallway and let Regali and Ember know about what we're going to be doing. And I guess we can proceed to, it's gruesome, but decapitate these corpses and drag their bodies outside.
All right.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to...
Wait, you guys
like,
did what?
What's that, Regali?
What did you say you're doing? I come around the corner.
As I've got my hatchet. We're just going to decapitate them. Plunk.
Whoa. Not in front of the babies.
Did someone say burning?
Afterwards, when we're done exploring this place, Ember, we need you to light up the bonfire of your lifetime and char these corpses.
Got it.
As long as the fire waits until we're done with everything here.
Right. Yeah, no, we don't want to set off any bonfires to alert any enemies to our presence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Alrighty,
then,
let's get to it.
assuming that goes off without a hitch, do we then want to go upstairs?
I'm sorry, what goes off without a hitch?
We're going to decapitate all of the corpses and then drag the bodies and the heads outside the front door. Just kind of throw them in a pile, and then when we're done here, the plan is to burn them in a bonfire.
Okay.
1 headless, 2 headless, 3 headless bodies, 4 headless, 5
Probably
headless,
don't need to drag them out right now. Just
7
decapitating
headless,
should be good
8
enough.
little headless, 9 headless bodies, all in a pile outside.
All right. So as you go around the table, you finally cut one's head off, and his mouth opens and closes like a ventriloquist dummy. And it says to you in a rather excited voice, once again, my lord has provided a delicious meal.
You're welcome.
And then, because it only has 6 hit points, and you just dealt it a critical hit, and it doesn't do anything unless the right command words are spoken, it will just die. Then, as you're going around the table, and Orion chops one of the heads off, and it says in a rather boisterous voice, "The Guild of Wizardry was wrong to turn you out, my lord."
Wait.
This is someone's like.
The Guild
This
of
is-
what?
Wizardry.
Okay.
Guild of Wizard.
This is someone's sick ego
Oh.
thing. So whoever this necromancer is was turned out by the guild wizardry.
Okay, now
Well,
it's
it's a good lead though. Because if we ask around for local guilds of wizardry, maybe we can convince them to give us the name of people who have been rejected. Who
You know who might know who is and isn't in a guild of wizardry?
Smank's brother.
The Wizard of Luston.
the oldest and by far the most decomposed
Decrepit?
is actually a woman, used to be human, and when you cut her head off, her mouth does the same thing. And she says, "You ought to show them like you showed me. I should have never doubted you, Filge. I always loved you when we were together, and now I will love you forever." And then it speaks no more.
Filge.
Filge's lover, huh?
Why does that sound familiar?
Heard that name before. We heard that name before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of Smank's buddies. And Smank's back in the picture. He's basically Filge's gopher. Smank being Luston's brother.
You keep saying that. We know.
No. Okay. Well, Filge
Right.
doesn't sound like a very nice fella. At all.
See, now I just want to go back and ask Cullen more questions. But he's several cups deeper now.
All right. Who wants to go upstairs?
Yeah. Going on up.
Yep.
See what we can find.
Let's work out a marching order since I do give off 10 feet of no magic.
Well, you either have to be in the front or the very back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Frederick kind of have to be on opposite sides, actually.
Well, how high is the staircase?
It goes up 10, turns because it's a platform landing area, and then it goes up again to the north another 10, so 20 feet.
Maybe having Orion go first in general is a good idea, just in case there's like magic traps or anything.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go first, and if you see me screaming and running forward, there's something bad ahead of us.
Good.
We will keep
Is
the
it,
kitten safe.
Yeah, is it dark so that I'm going to need a torch, or is there enough light?
There is light, but not a lot of it.
Okay.
Mostly candles.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what's in here?
What are
what's
you
that?
rolling?
Just wondering if there are windows.
There aren't any windows in the tower until you get up to the second floor, which I'm assuming that's where you're going, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Usually comes after the first floor, yes.
All right.
Ooh, Ember's sassy tonight.
Saucy. All right. Orion.
Okay.
The stairs lead to a massive bedchamber that fills the entire floor. light filtering in from the tall windows, ringing that ring the chamber, catches motes of dust in a fine bed with plump red linen sheets, squats. Upon a dais along the southeast, nightstand next to the bed holds a wax choke candlestick and a black book bound with brown and red leather. At the midpoint of the eastern wall is strange form stands rigid atop a short wooden stool, as tall as a halfling and clothed in fine black suit and top hat. Clean cloth bandages wrap every inch of this sentry's skin. A pair of ash-tinted spectacles upon a long, skinny nose. The diminutive dandy holds a silver platter as if presenting a meal, and upon the tray rests the freshly preserved, severed head of a middle-aged human woman.
Oh.
A platinum piece sits upon her outstretched purple tongue. Kind of gruesome. A messy desk rests against the opposite wall, piled high with loose papers. Some kind of apparatus holding 4 long tubes filled with colored liquid peeks out from the clutter. Doors on the north and west walls appear to lead to small closets. Wide stairs lead above and below. A massive white stone statue of a thin human man with outstretched angelic wings and a beautiful look upon his idealized face looms large in the northwest arc of the tower wall. This arc.
Yep.
The angel holds a sword in one hand, cradles a harp in the other. The presentation conjures thoughts of mausoleum peaks or the graves of important men. Tall letters etched upon the statue's base spell out a single word: Filge.
Okay. I will move to the inside. I'm going to head to the west wall in between that filge thingy and the next stairwell and call for the rest of the party to come up. That way, if something comes down those stairs, I can see, and I'm out of the way enough so that if everybody else needs to use magic, they can.
Okay.
If you guys want to poke and search around, go for it. I'll stand guard at the stairs to make sure nothing bad comes down.
Does the
Yeah.
the body with the dandy body need to join the others?
Orion,
Yes.
somebody is up there.
Oh, gosh. Okay. I'll let the party know to be quiet and that there is somebody up there.
All right, stealth checks, everyone, please.
$19.
15.
Nat 20.
As I get towards the steps, I step on a board that goes creak as I roll a 6.
Someone's coming down the stairs.
Oh,
You
I hide
may
behind the statue.
you may roll for initiative since no one is surprised.
7.
10.
9.
What? Orion was 10.
Yes.
It looks like he's the highest.
Rick's 9. Emp what?
7.
We're good.
It's 5.
5. This guy
We wasted all our good rolls on a
is
stealth
18.
Oh boy.
18.
The other one is a 19.
The other one.
That's fine.
What's the worst that can happen?
Well, as of now, they have the high ground.
Oh no.
Anakin, I have the high ground.
Okay.
We all know what happens.
Brian, you don't have any damage. Frederick has 4. Regali has 5. Ember still has 3. And that's it, condition-wise, right?
Correct. For me.
I also have those temporary hit points. I think my total right now is 24.
This very 9-foot tall, big zombie is coming down the stairs right about the time you get to see his belt buckle and the gigantic axe that it's carrying in its hand. Something lands next to it with a deft and dexterity you've not seen in a lifetime, because it's as if somebody killed a tabaxi, brought it back to life, waited for it to turn green, and then decided to make it attack you. And that's exactly what's happening. Orion, you seem to be standing at the bottom of the stairs.
Yes. Yes, I am.
He rolls past you, so you get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And as you do, he swipes, but he misses. Let's see if you get to connect.
This is the weird tabaxi thingy.
Yeah.
I am a little off put by this weird tabaxi thingy, and I am guessing that an 11 does not hit.
Okay. The rest of the bugbear zombie descends and ducks underneath and appears right before you. There is a tabaxi on your right. There is a bugbear on your left. Orion is caught in the middle as this guy swipes at him with this giant axe, rolls a 2, and doesn't even come close to you. As he moves in, you realize the bugbear zombie is moving slowly, but much more powerfully. The tabaxi zombie has somehow maintained all of its speed and dexterity,
Okay.
which is very frightening for zombies.
Fast moving zombies.
So, Orion, it's your turn.
I will yell out, I'll take the big one, you guys get the little one. And I will attempt a, yes, unarmed strike followed by a grapple. My unarmed strike is a 24 to hit.
Oh, come on, really?
Yeah.
Right,
And
you're not allowed to hit me until I get my zombies out there. Hold on one second.
the axe that this thing is carrying, is it a one-handed or two-handed?
It's 2, but it's using it like 1.
Okay. While you're doing
Are they-
what you're doing, does the bugbear zombie, is it wearing any clothes or armor or anything like that?
Yes, he
Remnants
is.
of clothes?
He is very well. Yeah, remnants of everything, but his armor seems to have been well taken care of.
Are the cats with us?
Yes.
Better be careful.
I know. I have my first move planned in advance.
I wonder how
The
the
cat's
cats.
behind you.
I wonder how the cats are going to react to an undead tabaxi.
Ah!
Okay, Orion.
Okay, so my first unarmed strike is basically like a punch to its gut since it's 9 feet high. And that is good for 7 points of bludgeoning damage, followed up by my grapple check, which, thanks to my new feat, is a 28. Or, no, sorry, 27.
Hit?
for the grapple. So he's gonna roll an opposing athletics or acrobatics check to see if he can beat 27.
No. Not even close.
So basically, I punch it in the gut, grab onto whatever loose clothing is there, and I've grabbed its wrist that's holding the axe, and that's how I've grappled him.
Okay. You know you're
And-
totally vulnerable to the tabaxi attack, right?
I know, but I called out to my companions that I've got the big one, you guys get the little one, and I trust them.
Okay. Frederick, you're almost to the top of the stairs.
Let's see. I have enough movement to get up to that tabaxi feller.
Yes, you do.
All right. I'll run up to him and attack.
Go ahead.
Let's see here.
Dennis, you'll have to put Frederick 1 square north because he cannot come within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, that's right. Would I ever be able to be there?
Yeah.
I rolled a 12.
12 does not hit this guy.
Oof.
His blades lash out and slash yours away.
Bonus action, I will. Well, actually, no. I won't, because he's still close. Or I am, so I can't. I'll think better of it. And just be prepared.
Okay. Ember.
I will step to the top of the stairs. And actually, I'll go by Frederick and do the shillelagh. And the shillelagh. Whatever. Tomato, tomato.
It's really not.
Get in the comments. How do you pronounce it? That's a 15 to hit.
Now, the tabaxi, yeah, it does hit that.
Sweet. Ten damage.
Nice.
Tis but a scratch. All right. Anything else there, Ember?
No, I think that's all I can do right
Okay.
now.
Regali, what would you like to do?
I am going to dart behind Frederick and tuck the kitten behind that statue thing.
Okay.
While casting Dissonant Whispers on the Tabaxi zombie.
Let's see, there's a black one,
And a calico one and a white one.
a white one, calico.
Oh yeah, they're just gonna stay there and not get in any trouble.
Okay.
That's totally what cats do.
Well,
Right.
I didn't think about leaving them downstairs when we were downstairs, so
Are the cats in the bag, or are the cats out of the bag?
the cats are out of the bag.
Okay. All right, you set them down behind the statue, and they immediately start sniffing around and looking for either food or someplace to take a nap, I would imagine.
Yeah. At which point I am casting Dissonant Whispers on the Tabaxi. It needs to make a wisdom save.
-2. That would be in 7.
Yay! Doesn't make it.
And what happens to my poor tabaxi zombie?
It
I believe
takes
it runs away in fear too.
8 points of psychic damage from the terrible pain of hearing my horrible, horrible discordant melody And then it has to immediately use its reaction to move its full movement away.
So I have a question for you, Dennis.
Mhm.
Regali is outside of the 10-foot anti-magic radius that I project. So casting shouldn't be an issue. The effect was within that 10 foot. Does the
Yes.
effect still happen?
If it was, say, fireball or firebolt, then the magic happens where you cast it, shoots across the room, enters the anti-magic field, and just goes away. However, the magic happens when she casts it and it hears it.
Okay.
Nothing is going to stop him from hearing the magical words.
Okay. Good to know.
Does that also mean that me and Frederick get a attack of opportunity on it?
Yes, that's what that means. So
Yay.
as fast as the Tabaxi zombie is, you guys get to both take a swipe at it before it leaves your threatened area.
Natural 20.
Yes! Fist bump.
12.
The
got
12 misses. The natural 20 hits.
Well, alrighty then.
What are you hitting with, I should ask?
It's Frostbite, but
Okay.
the longsword version.
Okay.
So total damage is 9. General super grade on the extra die. Points of damage.
Okay. So it runs back to this bed where this guy,
What a scaredy cat.
the thing that looks like a dressed up hobbit, starts yelling with its ventriloquist mouth, intruder, intruders, intruders.
Oh, great.
Oh, at least it can't move.
Okay.
Do you know of?
And we're back to my Tabaxi. And what do I get to recover from this, or is it just now that it's happened, he's got to move back?
Yep, now that it's happened, he can just go back.
Okay. And then Bugbear Zombie is going to try to get out of the grapple with a natural 20.
Ooh.
So you are free to beat my 24.
I only rolled a 20.
Aww.
Oh.
All right. So it's loose and still enraged.
That's all right.
Orion, your turn again.
Okay. I am going to launch 2 attacks this time. Basically, kind of doing cross punch to the inside of its opposite knees. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so both of those hit for, good roll on damage. For 19 points of bludgeoning damage to the inside of its knees.
Ow. Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
You probably wouldn't let this thing put you in a corner, would you?
No.
No zombie puts Ryan in a corner.
So now you guys need to step away because Orion's fight is taking him into you. Now you understand the battle dynamics of having an anti-magic puck or 3 in your pockets. As Frederick, it's your turn.
Hey. I'll see if I can get by Ember and go toward the right side of kind of the right area on that rug and get a line on the Tabaxi.
Okay.
And I'll launch a. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? All right, I'll launch a. Try to do a chill touch on it.
Ooh.
That and a little skeleton hand shoots out and tries to grab him. Let's see. 19 to hit.
Damage.
All right. That is 1d8. 3 damage. And since it's undead, I assume, it has disadvantage on attack rolls me until the end of my next turn.
It has a disadvantage on attack rolls against you only.
Correct. That's,
Or
that's
against
the
everybody.
wording of the spell.
Okay.
It says against you.
Okay. Are you done messing with my monsters?
Yay.
Ember?
We were never done messing with your monsters. Could I go around to the right to the ventriloquist dummy and try to quiet it by smacking its jaw with my spoon?
Sure.
That should work.
It's a
Makes me
19
think
to
about-
hit. That matters.
You hit it exactly where you wanted to, and you did break his jaw and a couple of teeth, but at this close range, you are now allowed to make insight, investigation, active perception, whichever one's highest for you.
Probably insight. Uh, 18 total.
Okay, it's not a hobbit. It's actually a goblin. Anyway, you did end up smashing its lower jaw and quite a few number of teeth.
Is it still making noise?
So now it's saying, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Well, magic mouth doesn't work that way.
Oh.
So he's still loud and clear.
Dang it.
Yeah, but you feel better, don't you, Ember?
But it's only half a mouth now.
But yeah, now the lower jaw is just kind of flapping as it does it.
Intruder! Intruder! Does this remind
Regali.
anything else of those things they used to have to put around dead people's mouths to keep them from falling open? The scarf they would tie, like Bob Marley and the Christmas Story.
Regali.
Yeah, sorry. I am going to cast Fairy Fire on this Tabaxi.
Okay.
Give us all advantage to hit it.
It failed its save.
Yay!
6 does not cut it.
So now it's sparkling pink because I think that'll look nice on green.
Oh, yeah, actually. Let's see. Did you say green?
No, pink.
Pink?
Because it's already green.
There you go.
And then I would inspire Orion, but I can't, so sorry.
All right. So, glowing
Think
and
you can.
sparkling pink, 5, 10 on the desk, 15, 20, jumps down, tries to tackle Orion with A 16. Does that hit you?
That's my armor class is 16.
Yeah. And you get dragged, and you must make a dexterity saving throw to keep from going prone.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm prone.
Lovely.
Going to
By
magic.
the way, I believe we did figure out that you can bardically inspire even with the anti-magic.
What's my conditions? I'm going to...
I think we did. I think you're right.
I also just Google it again. Bardic inspiration isn't magical, unless the DM rules otherwise.
Well, and now that it's grabbed Orion, it probably isn't fairy fired anymore.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, that would... Dang it.
Yeah.
I was really hoping it'd go for Frederick next.
They always
me
go for
too.
Frederick. What's up with this thing?
I know.
Such a jerk.
It's okay, I didn't want that spell slot to be useful anyway.
I do like the concept that a magic user can't wing magic missiles at me, but I gotta say, I'm seriously reconsidering carrying these things.
Well, especially now that you've been told that, like, they can still fling fireball at you.
Said though, if we get somewhere we can sell them, I'm sure they're valuable.
I don't know if we want to sell them.
You could sell one of the two.
Oh, sure. To sell them to some shady shop.
Don't we have
Yeah, that
time?
won't come back to bite us at all.
Yeah.
I'll go on Amazon and look for a belt of like fire giant strength.
I almost feel like we should go,
See if you can do a trade.
go find a river or something that's 10 feet deep and, like, put them in a bag with a rock and just, like, demagicify that part of a river.
So 7
we're-
points
It
of
becomes known as
damage.
the magic purifying river. No one knows why. They just know that if you pass
7
through
points,
it,
Dennis?
7 to Orion as the bugbear. Rolling with advantage because you are prone. Hits you once.
Okay.
And Orion, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. I want
Half your movement to stand up.
Yep. Which is fine. So I've hit this big zombie a couple times now. Does it look any worse for wear, or does it look like hasn't been hit at all?
Oh no! When you punch it, you are breaking ribs. You are hearing the squishy organs on the inside squish more.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will pop up and I'm going to burn a moxie point to do the old 1-2 and then give it 3 punches to its gut.
The bugbear or the fire
river burning.
The bugbear.
or the fairy fire, you would have advantage.
Is the fairy
Is
fire?
the fairy fire... The fairy fire would go out as soon as it's there, right?
As soon as it's where?
In my
Within the
anti-magic
vicinity
field.
of
Next
the
to Orion.
puck.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would. Yeah, how about that?
My lowest attack roll was a 14. Does that hit the bugbear?
No, you need a 17 to hit the bugbear.
Okay, so of the 3 punches to its gut, only 2 connect. Not as good on my damage there. or only 12 points of damage.
Okay. Is that it?
That's all I've got.
Frederick?
Oof. Already. I'll head toward the bottom left of this rug. Still, hopefully, outside of the anti-magic circle. And I guess I'll take a swing at the bugbear.
You want to go where?
Like the bottom, yeah, just like bottom left of the rug. Yep.
Okay.
And I'll the bugbear, hopefully.
With your magic sword?
I rolled a 14 to hit.
That does not hit the bugbear. However, he is now very aware that you're there.
Good. That's kind of what I wanted.
Kinda.
About halfway. Some. At least they won't both be pummeling on him, hopefully.
All right. So, who just went? I forgot.
Frederick did.
All right. So, Ember, what would you like to do? You're standing next to this poor, helpless goblin dressed to the nines, and you just smashed his mouth up. Now what do you want to
But
do?
Orion seems to be in trouble.
Why don't you just give him a nice paper cut and pour lemon juice in it?
Did we figure out if I can fire a firebolt into the anti-magic area?
You can, it just won't reach its destination.
Okay, then I'm going to keep smashing this thing until it stops making noise.
Okay. Wow. Okay, it's pretty easy to do. It's old and desiccated and brittle. So, yeah. What are you going to do about the severed head with the platinum piece on the purple tongue?
If it's not doing anything, I won't worry about it.
Okay, it isn't, but as you smash this thing, it's eventually going to fall off the platter and hit the floor.
That's fine.
Okay, with a rather loud noise, I might add. And Regali.
I am going to step forward and stab the tabaxi zombie in the back with my short sword.
Ooh.
Okay, before you move, I want you to realize that your cats are extremely afraid of being in that inner circle with Orion.
Oh.
Okay?
So
They're
cats
still
aren't
behind the
out, but they're
statue.
Still there.
Yes, they are. But they are now actively trying to stay away from Orion.
Interesting.
We got magic cats, guys.
That's because Orion's a dog person.
Oh, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Okay. I realize that. Alright, I will stab the zombie tabaxi, and I will not allow Orion any closer to the kittens. Multiple goals now.
Guess if we had Frederick hold the cats, Orion physically wouldn't be able to get close to them.
I don't want to just be walking around with a bunch of cats hanging all over me.
Well, that's 10.
10 is not good enough to hit. However, you have garnished the full ire of the tabaxi zombie.
Okay. So I
It
swing at this.
jumps on the statue, then jumps down on you, misses, rolls off into the corner.
Aha, the fool. I moved away from Orion.
Bugbear zombie turns on Frederick
All
and
right.
rolls a 6. Orion, your
Doesn't
turn.
hit.
Ooh, sugar honey iced tea. I can't go to the bugbear because I'll be too close to Frederick. Oh no!
Can't you go to the other side of the bugbear? Like by the stairs?
Yeah, you know what? I can't do that.
It's tall enough that actually standing on the stairs will not disadvantage you at all.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Dennis, you put me in the square immediately to the west of the bugbear. Does that put me in interfering with Frederick?
Right on the border.
Okay.
Exactly 10 feet away. So you might have to, like, drop your puck or keep that, like...
Its back is turned towards me.
Yes, currently.
Would you allow advantage on that type of strike since its back is towards me, or no, because it knows I'm there?
Are you a thief of some kind that you have that ability?
No, I'm just asking.
No, I'm not giving it to you.
Okay. I'm going to kick it as hard as I can behind one of its meaty knees, and then if I connect and it starts to topple, I'm going to try to grapple it again. And I rolled a nat 20 for the kick, and my grapple check is a 19.
Does not ungrapple itself from you.
Okay, so the damage from the back of the knee kick is 12 points. And so now, imagine like it loses its balance, and now I've got it kind of chokehold behind around the neck. And I'll yell at Frederick and Ember, get the cat thing.
I'm
It
just
was,
picturing, sorry, I'm just picturing Orion going for a piggyback ride on this thing.
Oh,
It was
Oh,
the
yes, please.
kick that did it.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
Hey!
oh, sweet.
Piggyback ride to the floor, I guess.
So that means I did not have to grapple it.
No, but you did. And then
Okay.
you drove his face into the floor, and
Smash.
it's not moving anymore.
Okay.
Ember. Oh, I'm sorry, Frederick.
Oof. All right.
Regali is in some danger currently.
Yeah. I can see that. Alrighty. I'll run up next to the to a east side of it. I will attack it. Can I go north one more square? Hopefully leaving enough room for somebody else to hop in. So, here we go. Ooh. 17 plus 6 for, is that 23? Yeah.
And your damage?
5.
Just 5?
Yeah, just
It's
5.
It's enough. It only had 3 left.
Yay!
All right.
Victory.
I was very concerned because if it didn't hit it, it'd just be it right next to a bunch of cats, and I don't trust it not to hurt the cats.
I know, right?
But it is a cat.
So worried. Ever since it climbed on the statue.
The statue is still making that noise, by the way.
What noise?
Intruders! Intruders! Intruders!
Oh,
I thought I made it stop making noise.
No, the magic mouth is continuing.
Even though the entire mouth is destroyed.
Yeah.
Stupid magic.
Ryan, do you want to go over and silence the?
Oh yeah, Ryan. Come over here.
I'm gonna
Eight spots.
I'm gonna walk over there. I'm gonna drag the bugbear corpse with me. While I'm sitting there silencing this thing, I'm gonna look through its pockets and stuff and see if there's anything of value on this nasty corpse.
Other than its weapon and its armor, which is of considerable size, you don't see anything else necessarily worth anything.
Okay.
I'd like to
But-
scoop up the kittens and go back downstairs.
What kind of armor is it?
Yeah, it might fit Ember.
It is a full plate,
Ooh.
breast plate, and then he's got different sections of his body that have gauntlets and whatever you call the shin pads. And
That's too heavy for Ember.
It's too big for me, and I prefer to fight without armor anyway.
Mergali's on the first floor?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well then,
I'll check the back see if it's got nothing.
He has 2 scimitars that served it well in life.
But not so well in death.
Well, anybody got any use for a couple scimitars?
not me.
Yeah, me neither.
If I pick up the goblin head and move 2 squares north and 1 square east, will it still be silent?
You want to move 2 squares north and 1 east?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. That way I'm as much as possible out of the way of Frederick and Ember so that they can continue to explore the room without running any interference with me. And I'll point out, I think you had mentioned that there's a book by that bed, and I'll point that out to Ember and Frederick since I can't read the damn thing anyway.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll check out the book.
I'll check out the desk with the papers.
It is Filge's spell book.
Hey, that's something.
On his desk are a myriad of half-finished projects. You're basically looking at the work table of somebody who just can't seem to finish a task.
Except for murder. I'm plenty of that.
8 o'clock, and take a quick break.
Yep, me too.